Okay, we are back with more Get in the Car Loser. I'm excited to play this because since episode 1, I've played about 30 hours of Final Fantasy 13 and discovered the many, many ways that that game is constantly inflicting psychic damage on me. I now know what the post-tutorial part of Final Fantasy 13 is like and can like gauge this against it a little bit better. It's been a couple months since I played this last, so I'm probably a little rusty. I might do the first battle not on Devil Clock mode just to remind myself of the basic controls. But I do want to do a few battles on Devil Clock and try to think about how this compares to the nightmare that is Final Fantasy 13. I think when I left off, I had just finished re-upping everyone's gear. I was thinking about changing out some people's setups right now because some of them have elements on their attacks, which is potentially bad because there's enemies that absorb that element. I guess first of all, I like that a lot better than the way elements seem to work in Final Fantasy 13. They're all in like bizarre, basically random places on the Crystarium, and the characters seem pretty bad about optimizing their usage. Let's see. Understand a lot of these much better now. Anything that's not half attack, I guess. I don't have a lot of things that are 4+ though, so I'd have to level something up. Let's just do a battle and I'll come back to it here in a second.
It's your DJ Lindrum here, back at ya after that last track by Krista Lee. And we've got another one of hers keyed up next. Listen though, if you ever meet her, you gotta tell her she can really jam, okay?
Seen the dialogue in the section before because I died on the very first fight I got to.
Fight evil, or maybe even do a little bit of both at the same time. Either way, I'm gonna keep up that fighting groove all summer long. And trust on this, these tunes won't stop until justice herself comes. If you know what I mean. And I'll tell you what I mean. I'm broadcasting live from 1 megahertz on the cosmic wavelength, and this one's dedicated to all the heroes out there fighting for love and justice. So still your heart. Take your mark.
Probably just do a bunch of battles regular mode without Devil Clock until we get to the next gas station. Let's see. Do the one with the bigger bounty. I also really like this game adding a 4th character. Seems like it adds a lot. Let's see what that means. Yeah. Alright, so first off, we want to begin with one of these every time. There's no reason not to. Oh wait, did I not activate it? Guess I already did, okay. I also like this concept of like scrolling through all of the different paradigms like this, and limiting you to just 3 at a time is nice. I like kind of having this like cap off with the big spade attack every time you scroll back to the first paradigm. Yeah. Yeah, I was saying that Final Fantasy 13, the hallway meme, like, they're not just talking about how linear the levels feel. The game itself feels like a hallway until you get to the calm lands or whatever. Also really like that a lot of the like roles have been replaced with just an action, right? Like taunt attack, first of all, does damage, which is nice. Unlike Sentinel in Final Fantasy 13. I think it's weak. Okay, it's healed by Earth. Got it. So we have to be careful who we activate here. That's good that that's still true even when you're not on Devil Clock. For me, the hallway aspect of 13 is the like least offensive thing about it. It has so many things wrong with it at every possible level. All of its systems have negative synergy with one another. Lots of things are just like truly miserable ways to do something that would otherwise be simple. I like the idea of having different buttons dedicated to each of the character's actions and then sometimes choosing to not activate actions lest you heal the enemy. It's smart. I don't remember to use this every time. Careful using anything earth elemental. Appreciate they give you this warning when you heal them. Maybe don't do that. Almost sent an earth attack off. It was bad. Yeah. Even that, though, is kind of just a structural issue with the game prior to the Calmlands area. Like, even once the game opens up, it has massive problems beyond just being structurally linear in most respects, you know? I guess I feel like I've been ranting about this for 30 hours, so it's hard to, like, come back and try to summarize all of those problems all at once, but... Leveling up feels bad. Normal fights feel bad. Boss fights feel bad. Crafting is the worst crafting system I've ever seen in a video game, or none. Money is bad. Part of what bothers me so much about it is that it feels like there's maybe something valuable buried in there somewhere, but like, it's not just complete unsalvageable garbage. Like, it's got some cool ideas, it just misuses them, and they all interact with each other in the worst possible ways. Like, if it was just an okay game, but it had a high hallwayness score, I don't think I would be as offended by it, if that makes sense. After the next gas station, we'll start doing the Devil Clock again. I think I remember how to control this a bit better now. I see what you're saying, though. Like, can kind of hear the argument that other people are probably intuiting that something is off about the whole game. And the only thing they can really land on is, well, it must be this hallway problem, right? Without necessarily articulating that, you know, the leveling feels bad, and the bosses feel bad, and the side quests feel bad, and the cutscenes feel bad, and... Like, oh, I just don't like that game because it has hallways, right? I guess it's something you hear about, something like Dark Souls 2. Careful using fire abilities here. Oh, accident. I like that the slow ability also does damage, you know? Really having to pay attention here to not accidentally use my fire abilities. I can change targets, right? Oh, I bet that's what I can do here. I can have half of them doing good damage. Okay, hold on. Then I can switch. Oh, that's nice, actually. It feels quite good. It's much more active than what I've been doing. They don't just have to waste their turns. Okay. That's something you can't do in Final Fantasy 13 because you can't control your allies, so... You can't, like, have two of them attack one enemy and two of them attack another enemy. You can hope the AI does that for you, but good luck with that. I think there probably is a legitimate criticism of Dark Souls 2 that some things feel off compared to the Miyazaki-directed games, but summarizing that as it's a bunch of dudes in armor is inappropriate and incorrect. Make a movie out of this. They're gonna make you less hot so it's believable. I really like the angel character. Bondage angel. I've never hated a movie before it was conceived before. There's no list. So fire on the top thing. Grass on the other thing. Oh shit. No, that one's also grass. Good to know. Oh, I see. The salamander's water. I gotta be careful here. Yeah, this game basically gets to the level of combat complexity that Final Fantasy 13 gets to in 24 hours in about 1 hour. But it is also already more complicated in a way that's more interesting, right? It's not just more complicated. It also just feels better. Like, it's amazing how much just being able to control your allies improves the game feel. These guys are both green. Oh, never mind. Because of the AoE attacks. Okay, I understand now. Sure, it's potentially inattentive. That's definitely part of what makes me want to scream in Final Fantasy 13 is that it's like all over the place in terms of the attention it demands of you. Like, the core combat, you can kind of AFK and mash the buttons most of the time, but then out of nowhere, suddenly you have to pay attention, you know? I kind of hate that. We gotta do air with fire-based abilities. Higher attention, lower challenge. I think you get the challenge up if you turn on the devil clock, but it gets quite a bit harder. I know I game over it as soon as I tried it last time. I am going to use the devil clock. I want to save first, though, so I'm going to wait till we get to another gas station.
There's something in the air, the cloud bears behind us. It casts into a shape.
I actually don't know what, if anything, the probably shouldn't have to be Ravage All. That's dangerous. I don't know what, if anything, the item that you can use every battle that boosts all your levels by 1. I don't know what that's mimicking from Final Fantasy 13, if anything. God, I gotta heal now. I'm gonna be in trouble. Going too slow here. Getting my butt kicked over here. Oh, I don't think I was realizing that their health persists in between battles. Yikes. Okay. Autofill battle items. That's why I'm getting my ass kicked. Definitely like this game's approach to consumables. Like, I can never tell when the game is actually balanced around using consumables in Final Fantasy 13. It seems like they're like, the game is designed to you not have to use them, and they're like a crutch if something goes wrong that you weren't paying attention for, but... Water is the only thing I have to skip here. Where are the gas stations? Man, this is rough.
There's something in that trails behind us. It casts into a shape enough to be divine suggestion. A blessing from beyond, a plea to something deeper than
The half attack I can get away with.
inside me.
I want to stay on that first paradigm. Okay. I like the idea of having a paradigm that specializes in a specific element. Down a bit here. Grass on the first attack here. Or I can do water safely. Yeah, I think in general the idea of like having to cycle through the paradigms in a set pattern and there being an asymmetry to the swapping and that every time you reset you get this extra burst of damage from the Sword of Fate. It's smart, right? Swapping paradigms is one of the worst feeling things in Final Fantasy 13 because like there's this long animation the first time you do it in every battle where you just watch the stagger meter draining and the dying characters die. And it doesn't feel like it's really giving you enough control over the battle.
There's something in the air, the cloud of dust that trails behind us. It's cast into a shape.
Oh shit, I did do Ravage all there. Yeah, I got you. We want to be on the first paradigm here. I'm going to try to mix it up so that... I don't know if it makes more sense to have each paradigm, everyone's on the same page with an element, or to spread out the elements across all three of them so at least some people can do damage. Definitely doesn't feel great if you've got like two characters who can't do anything for elemental reasons. Be careful using the water ravage ability here, so hit this. I love that they just call building chain ravage and doing damage attack instead of pretending like those are two different classes, right? Like, realistically, it's one thing. Sentinel is the ability to taunt. It's not also... Man, they really don't want to give me a gas station here. Let's see. Save while we're on the road. I don't lose all this progress. Actually, you know, as much as I like games where you regenerate all of your health after every battle, I feel like here it's kind of a measure of how efficiently were you dividing damage among everybody. Like, right? It kind of makes sense to have a strategic health component where you have to like keep track of health in between battles, because the core battle system is about strategy. It's about what's happening over a long period of time, not on the turn-to-turn thing, right? So starting at full every time feels less interesting. Can't believe I'm hearing myself say that. I almost always say top off after every battle is borderline correct, but... Oh, this fucking sucks. Why hasn't there been a single gas station? Yeah, no shit. Yeah. So I've started Final Fantasy 15. I played it for about an hour and a half with Andrea, and oh my god, I haven't had a scene like make me want to bounce so bad as that opening scene with Stand By Me. Like, I hate it. We'll talk about it when we play Final Fantasy 15. We're going to get to it after the 13 trilogy, but I have a feeling it gets earned at some point, but it's the worst way to open the game. I hated it so much. I'm an app developer. Oh, that sounds normal. Turn all drivers on the go. All right. Driver at home. Chief Happening Officer. Lifeline to a world of gas. You agree to some simple terms of use. It's like telling our lawyers that you're our new friends. Hey, Johan. Hang in there, baby. Wow, it's nearly free. Available everywhere within service area. Yeah, I love the register to remove watermark. Please give us a 5-star review. Workshop this call to action more. Best practice guidelines say that wording on your call can increase engagement up to 70%. It's your first time using our service. I'll waive the convenience fee. Open the gas app. Gas tank is full. Refuel.app. Oh, okay, that's now an app special. Did that really just happen? I don't know what words mean. How does an app make gas get into the tank? What I don't know about cars. How does the car know if you put the stick in the right number? Like, what if you guessed wrong? Save again, since stuff's getting a little bit hard now. We go. Everyone can attack except for Val. Oh, and I feel like it's situations like this that I really get in trouble too, because I'm not able to hit taunt because I'm not using the attack with Val. Okay, so maybe I should attack with Val anyway despite the heal. Should still be attacking the nurse squid where possible. So I can do that by switching targets, which is nice. Gotta stop healing her. Not very clean, but yeah, so next time I'm gonna taunt anyway. Cute play on words, agreed. Don't use Ravage All Water.
The cloud of dust that trails behind us, it cast into a shape enough to be divine suggestion. A blessing from beyond, a plea to something deeper than ourselves. Don't you feel it ring? A calling from the spirit of the dark. Look up to the sky, the starry sea, or whatever with inside and beyond. It's fine, baby, you're mine. Ride with me together forever to a new time.
Cute plan words. Giving her app 4 stars. I feel like I've learned a lot for when I finally get to a gas station and can buy a bunch of new stuff. Let's get as much ravaging in here as I can. And we'll switch. There's stagger. Okay. I feel like that sword attack also kind of simulates the downtime when switching paradigms, but it also is in service of a big damage hit, right? Because like the stagger meter decays during that little animation. But since it's asymmetrical, it's not happening every time you switch, only when you loop back to the beginning. We're singing the battle theme. Calling heard by you all? What does it say? If I partook in the devil's lettuce with young men. Angela's pretty great. Let me try to remember to use this consumable. Stay on this until we get stagger. There we go. Oh my god, we're getting a shrine here soon. Is that cosmologically accurate? Can't make fun of me using something that an actual literal angel said. That's not fair. Yeah, I'm actually using healing now. I feel like I should. I guess that's another cool thing that, like, healing is actually incentivized now that health goes away in between battles. I think I've not bought a single thing with healing on it, actually. It didn't seem worth it in the first hour of the game, because the first hour of the game simulates the first 24 hours of Final Fantasy 13. But it matters now. What life is? Life gives them temporary health during the battle. That's even better, honestly. So it's just for staying caught up on that fight specifically. Okay. Who all is allowed to equip orange stuff again? Gonna remove myself here. Oh, only the MC. Sam. Okay. Interesting. Now I can have Angela ravage, which I feel like I should do. And I should have Sam participate in healing a little bit more. Okay, I have ideas for when I get to the next gas station. Oops, I didn't mean to skip that. What a thoughtful battle hymn. Just gonna go ahead and do the taunt at the beginning because it's already at full health. I need the taunt to not die here. Just try to get as much ravage in with the correct element as I can. Okay, now we got stagger. Go. Alright, I need to be switching them to have them target. I keep forgetting that I can, like, do something with my other party members. It feels so weird. Oh, I see it automatically targeted the remaining enemy. Gotcha. Alright, I can do 2 more battles, but I'm almost out of resources. I think I'm just gonna go to the shrine. Thank you. Big heal. Now let's think a lot about what I'm gonna buy here. Oh, is this just a shrine, not a gas station? Oh my god. Okay, so that chapter 2 gas station is really important, I guess. Hopefully we get another one. At least I was able to top off there. Oh, good lord, this is bad. I might just be dead right now. I'm gonna try to stagger them all if I can with this Ravage All. I also like just calling it Ravage and like telling you the element of the Ravage as opposed to pretending like, oh, this is Firaga or Thundaga or whatever, and that's just a thing that Ravagers do. Like, it makes it clearer that this is a thing that affects Chain, right? We should have gotten this slow sooner there. I'm smart. I'm impressed that this is like actually hard even without me using the double clock, you know? I need to load that last save and like try to stretch this out as long as I can or equip some lower gear so that I'm dead, I think. Not having anyone to attack is pretty bad. Just doing Ravage here. Oof, yikes. Let's see. Did not mean to use that on her. I'll have to use the Phoenix down, so the Phoenix iced tea. Let's delay as long as possible instead of continuing to try to do battles. I feel like they designed this act to force you to do the battle system correctly, right? Because previously you were getting a gas station constantly. But here it gets more complicated and they prevent you from trivially healing and restocking. It's very smart. I can constantly dodge battle here. I guess that's a shrine, right? Oh, I missed one? Oh, shit. My bad. I can't bear to miss one here. I'm gonna skip this next fight here because it's pretty brutal. Just saw this. There it is. Gas question shrine, thank you. Totally missed it. Hell is real. Alright, I'm probably going to spend the rest of the episode, honestly, trying to figure out what I want here, and then leaving myself notes, so... Now that I get this better. Travel stamp. Nice. Refuel. Trinkets. First off, I need to get a bunch of these. Can't spend all of my gas points though. Rank 5, 5+. This is strictly better than what I currently have, right? Should be. I'm gonna see what Splash Heal does. Definitely gonna dump a lot of these things that have specific elements on them. A nice way to like differentiate between some of these though, like different promo bottles. Oh, never mind. Promo bottle is a promo lighter, except it's a water elemental promo lighter. Okay, I understand. I think I just need to dump into this one. Let's see what I can pull off with these guys. So, let's see. Equipment. Would still like a taunt. Increases defense. Makes all attacks target them instead of allies. Lasts for 13 seconds. Val is my only tank. Okay. Makes sense. I think having the best tank is good because we want to conserve as much. We want to minimize damage taken throughout. I think we also want to open with a heal here. If there's an option for one, yeah. That way, because the heal throws up shields on everybody, which I like that being a temporary health shield. I hate how reactive Medic is in Final Fantasy 13, because the game does a really bad job of like projecting incoming damage. So it feels bad to like almost be dead and then switch to Medic and possibly die during the paradigm switch animation. But here you pre-heal exclusively, and that pre-healing doesn't. I mean, it helps you with out-of-battle health in the sense that this shield damage doesn't carry over to your real health. It's wildly smarter, I think. I think we really got to think hard about what we want to do in this opening salvo here. Hey, thanks, Terranin. Appreciate that. Feels like yesterday. So, when he said auto heal? What's that? Automatically temporary heal at the start of each fight.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Oh. Auto heal plus gives everyone a slight temporary heal. Okay, so that takes the place of some of the accessories that let you start with, like protect and shell and stuff. All right. Yeah, and I think having life on your opening paradigm is also comparable to opening with like a synergist. But we, instead of having this complicated relationship between magic defense and physical defense and health, we just have one thing, and it's your temporary health bar. I think that's a much smarter way of doing that. Just boost. Increases the effective rank of all of a single ally's actions for several seconds. 30 seconds, actually. It's kind of interesting. Okay, so I think I'm going to try to have every source of Ravage is elemental now, which makes sense, but now I have to worry about it. So I think we have Ravage here at the beginning. Then what do I want to do? What's dark pink and light pink? Light pink is effectively commando, right? Additional exploit damage if that enemy is staggered. Yeah, okay. Bleed. User takes that damage too. Interesting. Temporary health to a single ally in a fight. Leftover healing splashes on living allies. I like the splash heal concept. I might actually prefer that to life. There it is, okay. We can try to pass that around a few times at the start of combat. Second, cats are being bad. What do I want? Don't think I want destruction at the beginning. I haven't yet had the opportunity. Keep misclicking people here, sorry, 1 second. This menu confusing me for some reason. I don't understand. Oh, okay, I'm swapping what the person has equipped, I guess. Okay, so I'm switching this. Swap in place. Hold on, I'm sorry. I want that to be Splash Shield. I want that to be Ravage. Okay, that's all correct. Then want... Attack all seems decent, but I know that I want it actually. Okay. Remember, how does exploit work? The difference between exploit and destroy. Destroy is elemental physical damage. Okay, so it's like putting end fire or end lightning on something, I think, and thunder. All right, so we got water ravage healing here. Now I think we want to see what our support options are on the second tier. Let's try boost for funsies. And we've already done taunting at this point, so I don't think we need more taunting on the second paradigm. We want to try bleed, probably not. Probably want to ravage again, but with a different element now, so that we can trade out in case it's bad on the first tier. So we'll try fire next. Let me see about upgrading this, actually. Upgrade. Upgrade trinket. Want to use the shittier stuff if possible. Okay, got it. And then I think it's probably okay to start doing destruction now. Wish I understood the difference between... No, I don't want destruction. I want to stay on attack, because destruction is dangerous when you're fighting enemies that have elemental resistances. Okay. I feel like I struggle with getting confused on this menu for some reason. There we go. Like what it's swapping tends to throw me off for whatever reason. We used up all of our V plus almost. Actually switch this here. Slow has been nice, but I feel like I can probably live without it. I want to be ravaging at the end here, and I want to do the third kind of ravage, I suppose. Okay. Now we have ravage water. I need to switch this back to ravage fire. Okay. Ravage water, ravage fire, ravage earth. And then I guess let's physical at the end. I'm going to try doing the bleed. I guess if I'm going to bleed, I should do it right before the splash heals come out. Give it a try, why not? Okay, I'm going to give this a shot. I don't know how well it's going to work, if it's going to work. I'm going to go do a couple battles with it to see if I understand. I might try turning on the devil trigger or whatever. What needs to be increased here? +5, +5. Oh, I see. I don't think I understood that the auto heal comes with the bleed. Wait, no, that's just exploit. Okay. So it only comes with the pink version of the ability, not the orange version of the ability, if I read that right. Right. Let's upgrade these if we can. Want to use our cheapest shit here. Guild guide is the Libra scope. I should probably be using that. I'm not actually super clear how that works, though. Then we got one more thing to upgrade here. Port it. Not really using this guy. Don't want to use up my samosas. All right. Curious to see how this plays out. Ravage, ravage, ravage. Bleed a bunch, and then go back to healing and taunting. And I have to pay attention to whether Val is still actively has the taunt buff up or not, because I have to switch back to reactivate it whenever it runs out. Otherwise, the whole party takes a shitload of damage. Divine Order again? It has to be, unfortunately. I can check here in a second, but I don't have access to that ability in a 5 tier. think they do that on purpose. I think each ability tier, like slow doesn't exist in the 5 tier at all, it seems like. So you kind of have to make the decision of, do you want the extra stats or do you want the effect of the lower tier ability? What amusing outbursts. Strange boat that travels by land. Right, it was, just to confirm that I'm not crazy here. I only sort, well, no, you were right, my bad. I thought I was doing that on purpose, but I guess not. It was an actual mistake, so appreciate it. Go ahead and upgrade it then. I eat all my samosas, that would be bad. It is true though, there are some things that I can't get at 5 tier, like slow, for example. Venture on a quest. Powerful attack sorceress? Mighty dependable healer? Knew a thing or two about optimizing DPS back in my day. I feel like I really need to start doing the double clock missions just to get more gas points. Before I was able to trivially stay on top of everything, but it's actually quite expensive now. Is this the Seath Stones? Healing Circle Jerk. Free app unlock card. I would find 4 weirdos healing each other in a circle like this to be inspirational. The thing they're supportive of is the cause of evil. They gotta go. Alright. I can accept all of the Seathstone missions separately, and they're all unique and have interesting mechanics? Oh my god, it's like a video game. I hate the Seathstone missions in 13 so much. Like, most of them are really dumb. They're just like a palette swap version of a regular enemy, and they don't require anything to beat, and they don't have any special mechanics. Converted to the world's largest bong. Rank 6 elemental set. It looks like there's some neat rewards for these. Unique rewards, too. Yeah. Water to my desert dried throat. I think it's hard to summarize. The best thing I've landed on about 13 is that you can't summarize what's wrong with that game in like a soundbite. It's broken at every possible level, and it would take like at least 15 minutes to really argue for what all the issues are. But if I were to try to summarize, it's just that a lot of the stuff in the game feels unmotivated. I am the Marstead from Nexus DK. Wow, that's a 30 years ago? Not that long ago, 25 years ago. The game's still live. Still has people, right on. All right, so I was hoping to do one more battle. Let me leave some future Marstead notes here. Future Marstead, you just got to a gas station and upgraded. You probably need to start doing double clock stuff next session. So you now have 3 paradigms. The first paradigm opens with Val tanking everything. That lasts about 13 seconds, so you probably want to get back on this paradigm once the tank buff wears off. You could sit on it for a second to let Splash Heal land on as many people as possible. This doesn't actually heal somebody, it puts a temporary damage shield on them. So unlike Final Fantasy 13, it's like pre-healing, right? Instead of being reactive, it's proactive. Angela has the water ravage, so only use that if the enemies you're attacking are able to be hit by water. Otherwise, have her sit out. And then you're just doing exploit across the board. The next tier, you have boost. Try to get that on a couple people. It lasts for about 30 seconds, so you shouldn't have to sit in the second paradigm for very long unless the enemies are weak against fire for some reason. And then the final tier, we switch Sam to Earth Ravage, and everyone else is doing attacks. Now, these bleeds do damage, but they also inflict damage on the person using it, so you don't want to be hitting in this phase for too long before you switch back up here and Splash Heal. This game ends up being really about minimizing the damage you're taking in random battles because you do not get a full heal in between fights, and that's a big deal compared to Final Fantasy 13. So definitely make sure that the taunt is going off, that the splash heals are going off, and that if any of this stuff wears off, that you make it back into the first paradigm by activating the Sword of Fate. Thank you again, Propagable, for putting this on your sub block. It's very interesting. I think I get it even more now after playing 30 hours of Final Fantasy 13. I'm excited to see more.